I'm in Keystone Heights. Right behind me is the house where deputies say they found 25-year-old Jordan Cooper's body hidden inside. Police say it all happened here at this downtown parking garage, and they got it all on surveillance camera. The wall serves as a timeline for Gainesville, every memory buried under new layers of paint. I'm at Summer Place Villas, where they say they found 2 employees dead inside of the apartment complex office. The wind is picking up. We're feeling some of the rain. It's been showering in and out throughout the day. A lot of people are taking shelter, but I happened to stumble upon this restaurant. It's open. I'm going to take you guys inside. He's known for helping kids in the neighborhood and gaining their trust. But this time, Officer Bobby White is helping someone to a whole new level. It's definitely cold out here. I can't feel my fingers, especially for us Floridians who are not used to this weather. I was out on the roads all day just monitoring everything. Thousands of people have been lining up throughout the day to look through these telescopes, through these glasses, to watch the solar eclipse. I had the pleasure of spending the day with Pat and Vanna on the set of Wheel of Fortune. It takes about 2,000 hours to build a home like this. Now, despite the weather, hundreds of people came out today for a good cause and to have a guilt-free Thanksgiving meal. Well, I got my gloves on and I'm ready to watch this fight. It's harder than it looks. Well, I think she looks competition ready. Do you think that? I'm gonna go get some hot latkes. Reporting live in downtown Gainesville, I'm Kathleen Zier, CBS 4 News. I'm at the Institute of Public Safety in Gainesville, where law enforcement and fire rescue from all over North Central Florida are working and training together, learning special tactics in case of the event of an active shooter.
Medic up. Medic's moving. Medic's moving.
Alachua County Fire Rescue brought all agencies together for a new training program called Tactical Emergency Casualty Care.
We already have a good relationship. What we want to do is formalize that relationship and put it into practice in a real-life scenario.
Alachua County Fire Deputy Chief Harold Theus says these agencies have different training methods, but with training sessions like this,
your fingertip away. If he makes a sharp movement,
agencies learn how to speak the same language, call signs and movements if an emergency were to take place.
No one ever knows the situation, where it's going to take place or when it's going to take place.
But learning how to respond to injuries.
All right, are you able to stand at all?
Yeah, I think so.
And to make sure everyone is safe are the reasons for active shooter training.
The stress level that's involved in these types of events is tremendous. So the more times we can practice this type of thing, this repetition will actually help them in dealing with the stress so that it becomes, their actions become automatic in what they do.
It's not just law enforcement and fire rescue that had training. The program was made to cover all grounds, whether you're an average Joe.
We want to empower citizens, empower university students, those people that are involved in these events that can be the help until help arrives.
Or a first responder.
Moving to police law enforcement responders, moving to fire and EMS responders, moving to our hospital first receivers.
They call this a holistic approach, where they spend each day training everyone involved in these emergencies to help get their goal of 0 preventable deaths.
So we want to empower each link in the chain, and by doing that, we will get to our 0 preventable deaths. Got a lot of work to do, but Gainesville's well on its way.
Reporting in Alachua County, I'm Kathleen Zier, CBS 4 News. I had the pleasure of spending the day with Pat and Vanna on the set of Wheel of Fortune, where a Gainesville couple had a once-in-a-lifetime chance of gaining a fortune by spinning this wheel. The show will air on Valentine's Day for the 35th anniversary of Wheel of Fortune. The show began in 1975 and has since become one of America's most famous and longest-running game shows. How do you feel about this being the 35th anniversary season?
I feel 35 years older than when I started.
Pat and Vanna have done more than 6,000 shows together, so it's no surprise they're close. They even match their outfits ahead of time, but they're a little more casual once the cameras are off.
I'm not wearing shoes, but I have Donald Duck flip-flops on.
Oh, I like those.
Thank
really
you.
into the Disney
Yes,
theme, you know.
They made me.
Vanna says she's never worn the same dress twice. But that's a different story when she's away from all the lights and cameras.
People see me on TV very glamorous and all of that, all dressed up, but in real life I'm not really that way. I'm more of a natural, you know, no makeup, just normal.
The show is taping 15 episodes at Epcot Center, which is also celebrating its 35th year.
In this time where the world is a pretty dark place, you know, Disney World is one of the few places where you really do get away from all that stuff.
Kira Simmons and Mark Bernard from Gainesville are celebrating their own anniversary.
It's 12 wonderful years. This is my best friend.
Yeah, we met in high school, and you know, we've been together since.
These high school sweethearts have been watching the show since they were kids. Bernard says after guessing the puzzles correctly on his couch, he thought, why not try it out on set?
Your whole life you watch the show and you never really think about going on the show until your wife says, hey, apply. And you do what your wife says so you have a happy marriage. So
happy wife, happy life, right?
Exactly.
That's the motto. Mark and Kira say it was nerve-wracking to be on set, but definitely an unbelievable experience. Did they win? Well, you'll have to watch in February to find out. In celebration with Valentine's Day, the show is highlighting Disney's fairy tale weddings. And what better place to have it than here at the happiest place on earth? Reporting from Epcot, I'm Kathleen Zier, CBS 4 News.